Find out which smartphone has the longest battery life, with the Asus ROG Phone 3 lasting up to 22 hours on a single charge. The Asus ROG Phone 3 boasts an impressive battery life of up to 22 hours on a single charge. It achieves this with a massive 6000 mAh battery, one of the largest in the smartphone market. In comparison, the average smartphone battery life is around 10 to 12 hours, making the ROG Phone 3 a standout. The phone's long battery life is also due to its power-efficient Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus processor. Asus has also optimized the phone software to minimize battery drain, ensuring long gaming sessions. The ROG Phone 3's incredible battery life makes it a top choice for heavy users and gamers on the go. The Ford Pinto is infamous for its design flaws, which led to a massive recall and numerous fatalities. The Ford Pinto was introduced in 1971 as a subcompact car to compete with foreign imports. Ford's rush to market led to a design flaw. The fuel tank was placed just 11 inches from the rear bumper. In low-speed crashes, the tank would rupture, causing fires and explosions that often proved fatal. Ford knew about the issue but initially chose not to fix it, deeming the cost too high at $11 per vehicle. It's estimated that between 1971 and 1978, the Pinto's design flaw caused over 500 deaths and countless injuries. The scandal led to a massive recall of 1.5 million Pintos and a fundamental shift in the automotive industry's approach to safety. We're taking a closer look at some of the most infamous military vehicle disasters in history, including the sinking of the USS Indianapolis and the M1 Abrams early deployment issues. The USS Indianapolis was torpedoed and sunk by a Japanese submarine in 1945, resulting in over 879 deaths. The M1 Abrams tank was initially plagued by mechanical issues, with 60% of the fleet breaking down in 1981. The M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle was criticized for its lack of armor, leading to high casualties in the Gulf War. The U.S. Army's M60 Patton tank was prone to engine fires, causing 22 deaths between 1965 and 1970. The British Army's Challenger 2 tank was involved in a friendly fire incident in 2003, killing 2 soldiers in Iraq. In Fortnite, players can find lot numbers on loot Llama pinaatas, like L000001. In Fortnite, loot Llama pinaatas display unique lot numbers, like L000001, on their packaging. There are over 500 known lot numbers in Fortnite, each with its own rarity and rewards. Players can collect lot numbers by finding and opening loot Llama pinaatas in the game. Some lot numbers are extremely rare, with only a few copies available in the entire game. Collecting all lot numbers requires dedication, strategy, and a bit of luck. Completing the lot number challenge can earn you exclusive rewards and bragging rights in the Fortnite community. Learn about the medieval knights who engaged in the deadly sport of jousting, with Sir James Audley, a renowned jouster, being killed in a tournament in 1373, and discover how this blood sport was both a display of skill and a form of warfare. In medieval Europe, jousting was a popular sport among knights, showcasing their martial skills and bravery. Jousters wore up to 80 pounds of armor, making them vulnerable to serious injury or death from a single blow. Sir James Audley, a renowned jouster, was killed in a tournament in 1373, highlighting the deadly nature of the sport. Jousting was not just a game, but a form of warfare training, preparing knights for real battles. The most common jousting injury was a broken neck, caused by the impact of a lance at high speed. Discover how LeBron James wears the same pair of socks for every playoff game, a superstition that's been with him since his early days in the NBA. LeBron James has worn the same lucky socks for every playoff game since 2011. This superstition started during his time with the Miami Heat, where he won 2 NBA championships. The socks are a specific brand and style, which LeBron has worn throughout his playoff career. LeBron has credited his lucky socks for his success, saying they bring him confidence and calmness. Despite changing teams and jerseys, LeBron's socks have remained a constant in his playoff routine. LeBron's lucky socks have become an iconic part of his NBA legacy, symbolizing his dedication to superstition and success. Fashionista or fail? High heels were originally designed for men in the 10th century to help them ride horses. The average woman wears heels for 3 hours and 48 minutes before feeling discomfort or pain. Walking backwards in heels requires 20% more muscle effort than walking forwards in flats. The key to walking backwards in heels is to keep your knees slightly bent and your weight centered. Practicing walking backwards in heels can improve your overall balance and posture. Only 1 inch 5 women can walk backwards in heels without stumbling or falling. Learn the astonishing fact that Italian club Salernitana once played an entire Serie A match against Juventus in 1999 with an outfield player in goal, drawing 1-1. In 1999, Salernitana, an Italian club, faced a goalkeeper crisis before a Serie A match. The team's coach, Francesco Otto, had no goalkeepers available due to injuries and suspensions. Outfield player Giuseppe Di Maio stepped in as an emergency goalkeeper for Salernitana. The match against Juventus went ahead, with Di Maio playing in goal for Salernitana. The incredible match ended in a 1-1 draw, with Salernitana earning a valuable point. This unusual event has become a legendary moment in Italian football history. Join the search for a new definition of the second, as scientists consider replacing cesium atoms with other elements, and discover what this could mean for the future of atomic clocks. The current definition of a second is based on the vibrations of cesium-133 atoms. Cesium atoms have been used for atomic clocks since the 1950 seconds, but they have limitations. Scientists are exploring alternative elements, like ytterbium and strontium, for a more accurate second. These new elements could lead to atomic clocks that are 100 times more precise than today's. A redefined second could improve GPS technology, financial transactions, and even climate modeling. A new definition of the second could be adopted as early as 2026, revolutionizing timekeeping forever. Find out which rugby tournaments are the toughest to win, including the Rugby World Cup, the Six Nations, and the Rugby Championship. The Rugby World Cup is the most widely viewed rugby tournament, with over 4 billion viewers in 2019. The Six Nations Championship is the oldest international rugby tournament, dating back to 1883. The Rugby Championship is the Southern Hemisphere's premier international rugby competition, featuring Argentina, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. New Zealand's All Blacks have won the Rugby World Cup a record 3 times, in 1987, 2011, and 2015. The Six Nations Championship has been won by England the most times, with a total of 39 titles. The Rugby Championship was previously known as the Tri-Nations before Argentina joined in 2012.